Hello everybody, once again welcome and very good morning to one and all present over here. Today we are going to start lesson number 11 English subject NCERT books, that is If I Were You of Beehive book. So this is the last chapter of Beehive book. In the first part of this, yesterday we saw that there are two characters in the play, Gerard and Intruder. So Intruder wants to take the identity of Gerard. He wants to kill, murder Gerard and take on his identity, his place in the house. As Gerard was living all alone, so he suddenly breaks into the house of Gerard. But Gerard is not at all scared and afraid. He is very outsmarted. He is able to outsmart him. How he does that, we will see in further parts of this lesson. And Gerard is trying to be very calm and cool in this situation. So let's start from where we left yesterday. Gerard says, Vincent Charles. Intruder says, do you run a car? Gerard says, no. Intruder says, that's a lie. You are not dealing with a fool. I am as smart as you and smarter. And I know you run a car. Better be careful, wise guy. Then when Gerard says that no, I don't have a car, but Intruder had already found out things about him, so he knows that he has a car, he possesses a car. So he says that don't act smart. If you are smart, then I am as smart as you and a level up, that is I am smarter than you. So I know you have a car, be careful from now, give the exact or the correct answers. Are you American or is that merely a clever imitation? Means, are you really from America? Do you belong to America? The way you speak, you have taken accent of America. The way you speak, it seems that you are an American. But is it a clever imitation? Are you copying the American accent or really are you American? Intruder, listen, this gun's no toy. I can hurt you without killing you and still get my answers. Of course, Gerard says, if you put it like that, I'll be glad to assist you. I do possess a car and it's in the garage round the corner. Means, Intruder says that I have a gun in my hand and it is no toy. So, I can hurt you. I will not kill you first. I can hurt you with that gun and get my answers. So you have to answer me definitely. So then Gerard is ready to give the answers. He says, okay, no problem, I will give you your answer. If you tell it like that, I will be very happy to help you. I will be glad to assist you. I have a car and it's in the garage. Intruder says, that's better. Do often people come out here? So now next question came after this question. First question was of car. The next question that whether people are coming in this lonely cottage. Are you seeing people often? Do people come to your house? Gerard says, very rarely. Surprisingly few people take the trouble to visit me. There's the baker, the greengrocer, of course, and the milkman. There's the milkman, quite charming, but not one so interesting as yourself. See, I have in my house some people only related to day-to-day necessities and grocery. Who comes into my house regularly? Generally, मेरे घर पे कौन आता है? Grocer. One who brings for you some dal, atta and like pulses, flour. And greengrocer. That is a vegetable seller. That is a milkman. People like this only visit my house. And they also come very rarely. Some people are quite attractive, quite charming, but not as interesting as yourself. Intruder says, I happen to know you that you never see tradespeople, that you generally are not involved in any business and you don't see business people. That I have come to know. That not too many people come to your house. Gerard says, tradespeople, let me write the meaning here. Tradespeople means the business people coming for any sort of business. Okay, then businessmen or business people, tradespeople. Gerard says Nevertheless, you seem to have taken a considerable amount of trouble. Since you know so much about me, won't you say something about yourself? You have been so modest. Now Gerard says, you already know everything about me. You are asking about me. I have told about me. But now you tell me about yourself. You are so modest. Means you are so humble. कि आप अपने बारे में कुछ बता नहीं रहे, इतने हम्बल हो, अपनी तो कोई बात ही नहीं कर रहे, आप मेरी बात पूछ रहे हो. हम्बल, मॉडेस्ट मीन्स हम्बल, नम्र, लाइक गुजराती. That you're so humble, you're so modest, you're not at all talking about yourself. You are talking about me only. Now we should talk about you also. I should know about you. Please tell me something about yourself. Intruder says, I could tell you plenty. You think you're smart, but I am the top of the class round here. I have got brains and I use them. That's how I have got where I have. Means you think you are very, very smart. You want to know about myself. I can tell you, but I will not tell you anything about me. How can I tell you about me? I am after all an intruder. I have come here with the criminal intentions. I have got brains and I use them. I am not going to tell you anything about me. And I have reached this place because of my brains, where I am today. Gerard says, and where precisely have you got? It didn't require a great brain to break into my little cottage. Oh, you say that you have great brains and you have reached a place which is very high according to you. So, you have not reached that nice place. You have only broken into my little cottage. Means, you have come to my cottage just like a thief. So, you are not having that big brains. And what does that big brain require? To break into other people's cottage like thieves? Intruder says, when you know why I have broken into your little cottage, you will be surprised, and it won't be a pleasant surprise. Okay, still you don't know, but when you will know why I have come here, you will be surprised, but you will not get a good surprise. You will not get a pleasant surprise. And when you know, okay, with you figuring so largely in it, that is understandable. By the way, what particular line of crime do you embrace, or aren't you a specialist? Okay, now you are doing the crime that we all know. You are figuring so largely, you are telling the things so largely, then it is not that you have to tell now that which particular line of crime do you embrace, means which particular specialty of crime are you tackling or dealing with. Are you a specialist like doctors, the ENT specialist, or pediatrics, or like women gynec specialist is there? Then which particular line of crime you are having the specialty? Or is there any crime you do? What is your field of doing the crime? Okay. Then my specialty is jewel robbery. Intruder says, your car will do me a treat. It's certainly a dandy bus. Means your car will do me a treat means I am doing the jewel robbery. I am a jewel thief. And your car will be like dandy bus, very nice, nice showy vehicle for me, for which I would like that you have a car and it will be very nice to me. I will take good care and I will use your car very nicely. It will be a dandy bus for me. Dandy bus means a vehicle which is a very nice, decorative, showy and very useful vehicle. Okay, then the meaning of embrace I have told already. Okay, meaning of here. Embrace, yes. Embrace means accept or support. Means which type of field do you accept or support? Okay, which type of field do you accept or support in the line of crime? Okay. Then, so I am afraid jewels are few and far between in the wilds of Essex. You have come here rob the jewelry. Here this is the forest. So how is it possible? You don't get too much of jewelry here. And you are coming here to rob the jewelry, steal the jewelry. You have come here as a jewel thief. But Wilds of Essex. Wilds of Essex is the place where the author, narrator, writer lives. Wilds of Essex. Wilds of Essex means the forest of Essex is the name of the place where the narrator lives. Wilds of Essex. Then, yes, you will not get too much of, you will not get that gold or some jewelry here. It's very few. Now, so intruder says, so are the cops. I can retire her here nicely for a little while. Means cops. Cops means policemen. Police. If the jewelry is less here, so are the police. Means police will be less after me, and I will can retire. I will take rest. I will be staying peacefully for few days here. Okay, I will get a chance to live peacefully for few days. So I am going to stay here. Gerard says, you mean to live with me? A trifle sudden, isn't it? A trifle sudden, isn't it? You have not been invited. Trifle means jest or act. Trifle means some jest, means particular happening, some act. Suddenly you are coming to my house and you tell me that you want to live with me. Intruder tells Gerard that he is there to live there. Okay, so you have come here and you want to live with me. You have not asked them. Suddenly you come to my house and tell that you will live with me. But I have not invited you. I have not called you. Intruder says you won't be here long. So I didn't trouble to ask. Okay, now you are there. Intruder says, but you will not be in this house for long. So I didn't take any trouble to ask you. What do you mean? Gerard says. What do you mean by that? Intruder says, this is your big surprise. I am going to kill you. Gerard, a little harsh, isn't it? Intruder says with heavy sarcasm. With heavy sarcasm means like having a deep sigh of breathing. With heavy sarcasm. Yeah, I'll be sorry to do it. I have taken a fancy to you, but it's just got to be done. Yes, what to do? Intruder says, I have no other option. I have come here, I have been talking to you, so now I have taken a fancy to you. I have taken a fancy means have taken a fancy means I have developed fondness or liking for you. जब मैं इतनी देर यहाँ रहा आपसे बातें की तो मुझे भी आप अच्छे लगने लगे हो. मैं आपको मानना नहीं चाहता पर मेरे पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. I have got to do what to do. I have got to kill you. Why add number to your other crimes? Gerard says. It's a grave step you are taking. Why are you adding one more feather to your cap of crime? Means already you have committed, you may have committed so many crimes. But now why are you adding one more crime to your list of crimes? So you should not do one more crime by killing me. It's a grave, it's a very, very serious step. Let me write the meaning of grave. Grave means this is a very serious step of murdering, killing somebody. It's a grave step, means it is a serious step. Then, intruder says, I am not taking it for fun. I have been hunted long enough. I am wanted for murder already and they can't hang me twice. Means, I am not telling you anything for fun, intruder says. I am serious that I am going to kill you. I have been hunted. Hunted means I have been chased and searched. By whom? By whom was Navya? Yes, by the cops or the police. I am chased already. Police are after me. Policemen are after me, and now I want to be here. I want to retire for a while, relax, and I want to murder you and take on your identity. Is it clear all? Am I understood? Yes, say at least yes. Okay. Then already I have done murder. He says that already how many murders I have done, that he is not telling how many murders has he done, but already he has done murder, so he will do second time murder, then nobody will give him twice punishment. Like a policeman can't hang him twice. The law can't hang him twice. You are planning a gratuitous double, so to speak. Admit it, you have nothing to lose. But what have you to gain? Okay. Now you are doing a baseless plan, gratuitous. Gratuitous means baseless planning. Your planning is baseless. Okay. You say that you are not going to lose anything. You can be hanged only one time. You can get the death punishment only one time. You are going to lose, not going to lose. But what will you gain by murdering me? Still I can't understand that if you murder me, then what will you gain? What profit will you get? Intruder, I have got freedom to gain. As for myself, I am a poor munted rat. As Vincent Charles Gerard, I am free to go places and do nothing. I can eat well and sleep, and without having to be ready to beat it at the sight of a cop. Means I will take your place. I am very tired. I will retire for a while. I will relax. I will live peacefully for a few days, and I can become Charles Gerard. Okay, I will take on your identity. I can go wherever I want, and there is no need to run away at the sight of the police. If policeman comes, I see the police, there is no need to run away from the police. Beat at the sight of a cop means to run away from the police. Okay. In most melodramas, the villain is foolish enough to delay his killing long enough to be frustrated. You are much luckier. Okay? Mostly we see movies and dramas, then what happens? There is too much of climax and fighting and this and that, and then only villain consumes so much of time in killing the hero, the positive people. Then by that time the police arrives and catches villain. So still you are only going on talking and you are not doing anything, and maybe anytime the police can come. So you are lucky enough, still the police hasn't come, and you are only telling and still you have not done anything. So means you are not that much foolish. Okay, with that I would like to end for today's session. So please note down whatever things I have noted down on the board, and do good practice and be careful with your studies. What's the time?